Welcome back to The American Rancher. Schiefelbein Farms, located in Kimball, Minnesota, began in 1955 and has continued for almost 60 years. Frank and Frosty Schiefelbein had 9 sons, and they have steadily grown into an all-family operation that has become one of the nation's largest sources for Angus genetics.
Schiefelbein Farms is a family operation, but unlike many family operations, our family operation is fairly large. And as the story goes, basically, the farm continues to grow as the family has grown. We run registered Angus cattle, where we'll calve out somewhere between 750 and 800 cows per year. Market each year about 300 bulls that are sold in our annual production sale on the 3rd Saturday in February on Superior Livestock. Additionally, we'll sell another 50 or 75 private treaty bulls and also market about 100 females throughout the year.
I started the farm, but my dad actually bought the original farm as a place to go fishing. And the cabin that I'm sitting right in front of now was on the place, and he bought that 71 years ago. So I decided at a real early age I was going to be a farmer. I knew I had to have a product that was really good. I had to have a product that was always uniform. I really didn't know much about it, but my neighbor across the lake, and he told me, Frank, he said, if you want good cattle, he said, you want Angus. And he said, if you get Angus, he said, you want big ones. You don't want little ones. And I took his advice, and I went down and I found M.L. Snyder, which was the old line Marshall breeding, and he had the kind of cattle I want. So I bought M.L. Snyder's calf crop 2 years in a row, and then I closed the herd.
Schiefelbein Farms runs more than 700 registered Angus cows, 4,200 acres of pastures and crops, and feeds hundreds of cattle each year. In 2010, they were the nation's 8th largest producer of Angus Pathfinder cows.
Every year, all 1,000 females that we'll breed on get AI to the most elite AI sires in the nation, and it doesn't matter if it's got our prefix or someone else's prefix. If it's got the genetic merit, we're reaching out and we're using it. Another investment we're making here on the farm is by DNA testing through Zoetis's 50K program. So every young heifer now that comes into production, we invest $75 per head right away to figure out where it is genetically. So basically that $75 investment buys us 7 years of production data on that animal. So now the accuracies and predictions that we have genetically on that young calf is as if that calf has had 7 calves weaned off of her from a knowledge-based standpoint.
The Schiefelbein operation maintains a cowman's philosophy. 100% of their income is derived from cattle, so their program is very in tune with traits that impact a stockman's bottom line. Schiefelbein Farms stands behind the product they sell by actively purchasing calves sired by their bulls. Each year, the farm buys more than $10 million worth of Schiefelbein sired cattle.
Everything we do is resulting in what's best for you, because in the end, when we're the ones actually buying your calves, any mistake we make, we pay back in spades. From our market standpoint, it's all about efficiency. So what we want to do is not just produce beef, but we want to produce it efficiently. So our goal here is to have bulls or calves out of our bulls produce progeny that weigh 1,200 pounds at 12 months of age in grade 90% choice or better, with somewhere between 50% CAB and higher in the cattle.
This Schiefelbein family has an active history in the cattle business. Among other things, they've made notable contributions in helping to raise awareness for carcass merit and the invention of the grid system. They know the cattle business, from breeding to feeding to marketing finished cattle, extremely well. The Schiefelbein buyback program was started in 1996 to help their bull customers market their high-quality Schiefelbein sired cattle.
We sell close to 400 bulls a year, and of those 400 bulls, it produces about 25,000 head of feeder cattle. And so we work with those guys marketing those feeder cattle either back through our own barn where we'll buy them, or we'll partner with them at other feedlots, or we have a very, very good list of feedlots, large and small, that want to buy genetics from our bulls, and I market those cattle to those specific feedlots. Not only that, they can track their cattle and see what their performance is and increase and improve on those cattle and those genetics as well. Any sort of management question they might have, I talk with our customers all the time throughout the whole year and about anything.
Having 9 sons with families of their own, it was soon apparent that increasing revenue was the answer to having the farm viably support the extended family as opposed to a cost-manage approach.
When you have a family our size, you need a lot of income to help pay for all the costs associated with that many family members. So what we had to do 10 years ago is look at a different philosophy towards growing income. We used to get pounded into our heads, low-cost producer, become a low-cost producer, become a low-cost producer. Well, we found out when we followed that path, what follows being a low-cost producer is having low amounts of revenue. So we had to adjust our mindset and say, we want the best cost or the most net return producer. So that changed basically everything we did at the farm. Prior to wrapping our hay, we were always short or deficit on hay at this farm. Then we said, hey, we're gonna try this wrapping hay. So we added cost. We added about $5 a bale just in the plastic wrap. But then we're saving about 20% of the hay because that outside 6 inches represents about 20% of the nutrient value and volume of the hay. Yeah, when you look at the gross revenue that we've produced, we've gone from basically $300,000 to now an operation in excess of $10 million. But what really matters is not that top line number. What matters is the net revenue number. On that $300,000 gross revenue, what we were talking about is only about $75,000 to $100,000 of net revenue to be used for making your lives better. When you're looking now at our $10 million gross revenue, we have $7 million of expense, but that leaves us $3 million of net revenue to push our program positively towards doing more for our customers through the buyback program, etc., to add better value through the whole system.
Minnesota ranks 7th nationally in total production of red meat. Some 85% of cattle farms there have been in the same families for more than 25 years. The producers about Minnesota raise wholesome beef in a conscientious fashion and value the family life which cattle ranching and farming affords.
When we first started, we were very interested in their Bid on Your Calves buyback program is what got us more alerted. With the Schiefelbeins, we wean pretty big soggy calves, and as a cow-calf operator, that's how we get paid, but we've never been able to track them cattle to the rail to know the quality of the meat. Now with the help of Schiefelbeins, now we know the quality of meat no matter how good or bad it may be. We got a place to work with.
Customer service is second to none. We've had some experiences where we've had a bull get injured just shortly after the sale and it was replaced on the spot. One of the things that Frank isn't shy about is that there's 9 sons, and I really should say 10 because the 10th one is anybody that buys a animal from them because they go to bat for you on all ends. Be it Timmy buying the finished or basically if they buy your calves. They may not get them bought, but they'll be in their bidding to the end. I know that for a fact.
You look around on these green grasses and look at the environment that we deal with, helping produce livestock. You feel fortunate every day you get up to say, not only do I have an enjoyable place to work, but I'm doing it with family among those people I care about most in the whole world. We all work hard here on the farm, but the reason we're working hard is we're looking downstream one generation saying, boy, if I can work just a little bit harder to ensure my children and my grandchildren have a positive way of life, boy, that means a lot to all of us.
Thanks to Wolf Limousine and Schiefelbein Farms for the good program they brought us on beef production and raising seed stock in the great state of Minnesota. These families have been tremendous contributors to American ranching for many years. That's all the time we have today. Thanks to all of you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the program. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or check us out on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick, and I'll see you down the road.